Hi everyone, and this is just a very quick video to explain how I made the wall sconces in the medieval book nook. We put them on the wall and we used flicker flame LEDs. So this is the file and we're going to upload the SVG for this free onto the free section of our website for newsletter subscribers, and also if you're a patron you'll be getting this free on your page too. And you can see here I've cut it in different sizes, and it's always a good idea to start off larger than you think on your Cricut with the material that you're using, and then go down smaller, and you can work out if there's going to be a problem, if you need to remove some details, which you might need to do. And you can do that using the contour selection in Design Space, and reduce it down to the size that you want. You might need to go thinner in material. So originally I cut this in craft board. At the scale that I wanted, it didn't want to cut some of the smaller shapes there. So I made them in the end in a black kind of construction paper. It's thinner than the Cricut craft board we use, but then you can always layer them up. So for the ones I used in the medieval book nook, I used 2 layers of this black paper, so glued them together and then shaped them. So you can see it's kind of like a cone there, and we're going to bend it round on itself. I've just got that one there. That was the first prototype with masking tape. And if you use something like a paintbrush initially to just start shaping it, use the heat of your hand, do it in the palm of your hand or on your sort of the thigh of your leg, just something that supports the shape but allows it to curl up like that. I don't know if you can see that. It curls very easily, and then you can score. There's a score line there. You can use the scoring machine. You could just use a ruler and score it by hand if you haven't got the scoring tool for your machine, and that flap then secures it around. You can put glue on that. You'd put it on the outside actually, so that you hide it on the inside. And then you'll end up with a shape like that, but with the holes in. And all I did was brush them with super glue. So put a cocktail stick in so you don't get it anywhere near your hands. And I have some polystyrene sort of packing that I can poke the cocktail stick into, and just loosely put super glue on. You don't have to do that, but I felt it gave it some or made it stiffer, and also it gave it a really nice textured surface. The super glue that was one of those happy accidents. I don't know if I can get that close enough, if you can see the texture on that surface. So it looked a bit like rusted iron texture. So then all I did was get some bronze acrylic paint and brush that over the bobbledy super glue texture, and then the black from the black paper shone through and gave it some shadow, and that's all I did. And this is quite stiff now, so I needed 2. So the ones I've got in the medieval book nook were slightly larger than these, because I made these and then held them up in there, thought actually they look too small, so I did cut them larger. And that's up to you. If you imagine in a castle or a medieval abbey, things are quite large scale anyway, aren't they? So just have a play around with those. So what I'll do now is I'll put on screen the links to the videos where I showed you how we wire an LED. And you can use, in the video we used a UV LED for the Halloween book nook. You can just transpose that out for a flicker flame LED. I got mine from eBay. If you go to our website, there is a list of the typical things we use with the LEDs and the battery packs and the wiring and things like that. So I'll put a link for that in the description below this video. So use a flicker flame LED, and then I'll also put another link for the video that we show you how to create the flames that I did for both the wall sconces and the fireplace in the Halloween book nook. If you haven't seen that yet, I used a hot glue gun to create flames, and then they almost act like optic fibres. The light from the LED goes through the hot glue, but there's a certain way of doing it that I found that actually makes it look better. But you could use also silicone. So check that out if you want to create the same flame effect that we did. And that was it. I'll put a video up now of what they look like in action, and put the SVG up in the free section for you. That's it, as simple as that. So thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you soon.